sweet Zune.
Thanks, Joe.
Does it have a cassette deck?
Look at this. It's a lovely piece of hardware.
Is it aerodynamic like my new iPod Nano?
No, it doesn't have to be, because this is never going to go flying through the air, which I believe is going to happen with that iPod. I think Shake to Shuffle is what's going to happen is that it's going to be like the Nintendo Wii, where people are throwing them. You're gonna have a lot of iPods just
lodged in TVs
or lodged in people's skulls, and I think that's a bad thing.
Fortunately, you can turn it off, though.
You see, here, I don't have that problem with my Zune. Do you know why? No accelerometer.
So that's the new Zune.
This is the new Zune.
When did it come out?
It came out yesterday, along with a software update. So it's a Zune Software 3.0. It's got some new things on it. Mixed view, for one. Right. What's an artist that you like, Joe?
Erlen
Oye. So you play Erlen Oye. Album cover for Erlen Oye will come up.
Yeah.
And a bunch of different artists that Zune thinks you might be interested in will sort of swirl around that.
So Zune thinks I'm interested in things like Patsy Cline, right?
That's right. So that's cool. I actually think it's a little bit better than the Genius. I think the selections are a little bit more right on, and I also like the way it's graphically set up.
Yeah, I mean, the Genius is pretty cool. What amazes me is that even though there's it takes a while to set it up, you have to upload your library and it sends some data back down.
Right.
It's pretty quick. Like, I can do it. It works remarkably fast. So I go to, like, Whitest Boy Alive, for example.
All right.
Choose it. There's a song there, Done With You. Hold down the center button. Look at all those Genius playlists or Genius associated songs. That's pretty quick. And then you can just save it if you want.
Right.
I don't.
But I mean, that's just a list. The nice thing about the mixed view is that I think the selections are a little bit more right on, and I also like the way it's graphically set up. I think it's just, it looks nicer.
Can you do it on your little 2-inch screen there? Open up your MacBook, for example.
No, I wouldn't be opening up my MacBook.
Oh, why not?
Because the Zune is not Mac compatible. Oh. Can you squirt music at me? Can you squirt anything at me?
One negative on the new iPod.
Okay.
I don't like it.
At all?
I don't like the form factor. I was really psyched when they went to what I called Triscuit-shaped iPod. It's better for watching videos and it fits in your fitness gear better. Shake to Shuffle, I guess, could be fun. If you're into that, I could just push shuffle. Also, works nicely. Energy Saver Plus, we gave it a 7 out of 10. What do you think of the new Zune?
If you're somebody who has a PC and you don't mind squirting your music all over the place, the Zune is definitely and say you hate Apple. Say you're not a fan of the iPod. Say you're not a fan of the airfoil shape. Then maybe the Zune is right on for you.
Well, I
think
it's a little bit more than that. I think that the Zune is good for somebody who likes to listen to the radio and has a PC.
Or if you have a lot of friends who have Zunes.
That's not a realistic scenario. But
so, you have a lot of friends? Also not a realistic scenario.
So this little guy is the Sylvania G Netbook Meso, and this is one of 2 entries that Sylvania now has into the mini notebook market. Jose, Sylvania, don't they make light bulbs?
Yeah, they do. Well, basically what they're trying to do is this is another company that is all about starting this new mini notebook market. This is a totally new trend that's happened in the last 10 to 12 months. So we've had Dell, HP, and a bunch of other companies. Asus come out with...
Asus was the first, that's right,
was the first one. And that's probably still the best one.
Wait a minute, did you just say the EPC is the best one on the market right now?
Yes.
I'm going to have to take exception to that. So this is a compact little guy, I mean, about 3 pounds.
Right.
Sylvania actually claims that it's just 2.2 pounds, but we found that it's closer to a little more than 2.5 actually.
I would actually put it over 3, like 3 or over 3 with a battery.
Weight.
Yeah, which makes it actually one of the heaviest of the mini notebooks.
On paper, it looks pretty good. I kind of like the features that are included with this. It's got 3 USB ports, audio in and out. There's an SD card reader right here. Yeah. And then on the other side,
it has more ports than the MacBook Air.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, that's not hard. And then you open it up, and the screen is not bad. The keyboard, I have to say they're really trying here. But if you're a touch typist, it's hopeless. Totally hopeless.
It's super small. I mean, look at that.
Small.
If you I put my hand over, and I have kind of a large hand, but it just completely overwhelms the keyboard, and you really can't do anything. I played with this for a while.
There's no shift key over here on this side that drives me absolutely bananas. Let's get to the operating system. It's running Ubuntu Linux, and I actually kind of like the interface. I think it's pretty well laid out. It's easy to navigate around. The applications are all pretty accessible. I kind of like the style of it.
We had some problems early on. Like, we couldn't really boot up some stuff, and we actually put in a couple of MPEG files, and it kind of messed it up.
Yeah, so, I did notice when you launch applications, it's a little bit slow. Now, to be fair, Sylvania has said that they sent us a pre-production unit. There's some problems with the operating system and the software that are going to be fixed in a future version. So we'll revise our review after we've had a chance to take a look at that.
I like it. I think we understand the operating system, but it's still not set up in the same way. It's not the same left-hand, column type area of Windows or the true simplicity of a Mac OS X.
If you're used to using a Windows machine or a Mac machine, it's definitely going to be a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Just the transition, because things aren't in exactly the same place as we expect them.
No, like you saw, like you have kind of like the rainbow aspect of all this right here, and I think people who are used to Windows are going to try to like click out of it and like how, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just not super simple like it's really supposed to be.
Now, spec-wise, this is actually pretty good. It's got a 1.6 gigahertz Atom processor.
Yes.
80 gig hard drive. That's great. I mean, that's pretty beefy specs for a netbook. Now, let's get to the part that I don't really like, which is the price. It's $450. Is that right?
It's $450, which is about
way out of line. Next. I mean, I'm not even going to consider it $450.
Yeah.